Heidi-ho, YouTubers. We started off a couple weeks ago, and I started showing you my new goat barn that I've been building, and I thought I'd give you an update. So here we are today. It's moving right along. We've had well, quite a bit of rain and stuff the last couple of weeks, so it hasn't moved along as fast as I wanted it to. Mostly the big problem's been wind. We had, 30-mile-an-hour gusts of wind, and no, it wasn't from Hurricane Sandy. It was just plain old wind. But it's hard for one person to handle these big pieces of metal in the wind. So yeah, so I've got things cleaned up a little bit. I've got some piles of lumber like that, and I pick through them whenever I need a little piece, like oh geez, there's a little piece of pressure treat that I filled in with, and here, I'll show you something else. I'm going to put a couple of posts, see if you can see that, from straight down here, okay, into the ground, and they'll frame out a door here. I've got actually a guy, I did some work for a guy. I actually tore the door out and put in a overhead garage door years ago. So I've got the rolling door hardware for a door that'll slide back and forth across here. See if I can get back a little further. like this, you know. So like in between those posts and stuff, I'm going to have metal right here, and little pieces like in that pile, they'll go across and fill in. The fence, I don't know if you can see that in the sunlight, the fence actually came straight across here and right through where the barn is originally, and up to about where that wall is, and then it turned and went that way and came out and ran down there. Of course I cut it all off, but there's a post still standing there. These posts, unfortunately, they put them in like I would, and they go down about 3 feet, and they're set in concrete. So I got the wild idea I was going to get a big post here and put a hole through it and jack them up out of the ground with a come-along. I don't know if you know what a come-along is, but it's a ratcheting thing that will do about 4,000 pounds. And I snapped a 4x4 oak post in half trying to pull this out. So I've been having to dig down around the bottoms and real good, and then cut them off below ground with my little chainsaw. I just haven't got to the last two of them yet. Got some of them out. Got the door in over there. That'll be my walk-through door for I'll put the lock on for coming out from the house to take care of the critters. And that was a big deal. It took me, half a day to do that one. But yeah, some of these pieces of metal are really big, and getting them up there by yourself in the wind has been a challenge. But I'm pretty happy now. I've got to go back in. I'm starting to call it indoors and outdoors, which is a good thing. I've got it to the point where I can start storing some of my tools in here at night and stuff without having to worry about them getting wet if it rains. We live in the middle of the country, so I don't have to really worry about people stealing stuff. If somebody was messing around out here, the dogs would go nuts, and me and Mr. Mossberg, my friend, would come out and investigate. But otherwise, we are moving along. It's kind of the pay-as-you-go plan, so Let's walk over here. There they are out there. Zoom in. It's about time for supper. They'll start having fits pretty soon. I can actually get this portion, this 2/3 of the barn, closed in because, gosh, I can't get far enough back. This wall here is actually going to be covered with metal, and then all of this stuff over here will be built on after that. So I don't know. I'm hoping in the next week to get all this closed in, and if I'm lucky, I'll get these 3 telephone poles along this side set, and maybe a couple 2x6s up across the top of them to hold them steady. But I'm leaving the grass alone because pretty soon I'm going to let the goats in here and they'll just enjoy munching it down for me. So anyhow, that's where we're at, and thanks for watching and enjoying with me. I don't know if you remember, as we left off the last episode, I was just getting ready to start digging that post in. So anyhow, remember, keep at her, and we'll get through this.